Hello everyone, welcome once again. I just had to restream this as I was nicely interrupted in my previous stream. I didn't get to go through, the whole slide that I had. If you're watching me for the first time, welcome. If you've been on this channel for a while, thank you to all the new subscribers. Today's topic is on personal development, as I mentioned. It's been a journey from Facebook page settings, managing your settings, and linking your account. And here we are once again. I'm going to share my screen in a second just to show you what we had covered today on on personal development. The slide is going to run. There you go. And it's asking you to check out this great self-help advice. Finding the path to your personal development, extremely important for today's world, in today's industry. Everybody's constantly new changes. Every individual is going to find something that works better for them, you inclusive. We can't be stuck in the same old ways that is not working. Find what's working for you. Taking time for yourself when you really need it will enable you to handle life better. Otherwise, you end up in being extremely frustrated and not doing what you need to do when you need to do it. So you want to be your best self. Take a break when you need to. Make a list of things that you need to do on a daily basis and check them out as you do it. Check done. You'll find that to be highly effective way of managing your time, managing your resources. That way you actually get a lot done when you do this. Taking this, I know it's hard for everyone, even myself inclusive. I will start it for 1 day or 2 days, then I get tired, and then I go back to, I hear it again. It's an ongoing process. And once you get a handle on it, and it becomes your regular, it becomes like everything else, that you're doing every day, taking a list, getting your list. And also it gives you, when you go back to it, gives you a track record of what you have done, what you need to do, what you weren't able to do, and how you can get that done. And it's a really it helps you to facilitate your actions and follow up and follow through. There's no way around it. I've done it consistently. At one time when I used to do gym all the time, I keep a journal, I keep activities and what I would do in the gym for that day, and I go step by step, I get it done, I put a check on it, and you feel proud of yourself. You feel good that you've accomplished something. I kept that journal for almost 2 years, and I look back at it now that I'm not out in the gym as much. I say, wow, how did I get that done? It takes you back, to what you did and how you did. But that's for my gym daily activities. But other things they would do in every day, from when you wake up to the end of the day and continue for the next day, making a list really help you out a lot. So this article is live right now on Medium, and I will be sharing the podcast version of it on Anchor. Please grab it, even if it's just a reminder. It's awesome. Content really help us to, at least double check what it is you're doing and say, yes, I'm doing that right. And it helps you to move forward in what you're doing. Time, you save a lot of time. And you find out the things that are not serving you, you can easily remove them from your list. Add something that is serving you. Whatever is not serving you, you just remove them out. Everyone have heard the saying, live this day as if it was your last. I know you've heard this, and you've heard this again and again, and sometimes you just never know. And when you live the day like it's your life, you are at your best. You do so much. You get a lot done because you think, okay, this is it. And then you put all the things out. And when you live in that consistency, you'll be amazed how much you will get done. And I'm saying it right now. I'm considering, I'm putting it in at work. I'm putting it in place and getting it done. So do it like that was your last day. Build strong and healthy relationship with people, with good people. I know we hear this all the time, all the time. I can't stress that part out at all. I can't stress it enough. You know, there are people that could really drag you down, and there are people that bring you up. Find those people that actually help you move forward. They're doing what you're doing. It's like a path. If you're not going through the same direction, you're only going to be lost halfway. You know, being with the right people, positive mind, people that have the same goal and idea. You know, it's hard to find those because we all individual and unique people, one person at a time. But when you do, keep them. Don't blow them off. Nurture them like everything else. So last week I talked about easy solution to running a home-based business. That article is also live. And so everything I'm bringing onto this slide is already has been article that is published on the slide. So if it wasn't published currently, I published it way back, and then I bring it up in Medium to, you know, refresh it a little. Either refresh the image or the links. Maybe the links I put on it before is no longer working, that kind of stuff. And you can apply the same for yourself. You have content in your website or other platforms that, you know, that are sitting there, refresh it up, change the images, you know, it's still your article. But what Medium does that I really like is that it will give you a link to where it was originally published and when it was originally published. And this part comes out on my article, on my podcast. When I do the podcast, there I use a voiceover, but of course I add mine in between. So it tells you it was originally published at so site or so date. That you can use as for yourself. I know a lot of people have challenges of having to come up with content every week. What do I write about? What do I video about? Even, you know, we all have that, but go back to what you've done in the past. And one of the reasons is your current contact and connection is not the same as it was 2 or 3 years ago. There are new people adding you on, and you're adding new people on. And that's more of the reason why you should refreshing your old articles, bring it up again, change what you need to change. A week before I did this other article, the picture there is when I used to do live shows, live talk events at the center here in Calgary. And of course, I had a full audience. I talk about social media, question and answer, they're coming. So I add that in just to, you know, we miss that with this situation now. Live gathering, crowd gathering has been restricted right now. If you have to, they all have to cover their face. Like yesterday, we went to do volunteer at a church. We all had a mask. I saw the picture. I said, my goodness, we all look like bandits, you know? It's so ridiculous. But what can we do? That's the situation. Things changes and you adapt to it, and don't let it frustrate you or anything. Just make your best out of it. So here I talked about advantage of blogging, the benefit, and how you can, as an affiliate marketer, take your content and blog about it. Take your product that you're selling, blog about it. And also on this topic, I talked about, let me pull up. Okay, here, I talked about affiliate marketing, which is where you get to promote other people's product. You don't have to go through designing, setting up, and doing all that requires to build a product line. I see how, you know, it's a lot of work. You know, customizing, packaging, labeling, licensing. It is a lot. Guess what? Affiliate marketing is already done. All you do, you get the link that you need to promote and promote it. And if you're using the product, of course, you use the product for yourself, you write about it, write about the benefit, talking on the first person experience, which is way different than, you know, that when they read it, you know, you've used it, you know the benefit because you've used it for yourself. Let me add more lights. It's getting dark in Calgary. You use it for yourself and you can talk about it. And honestly, when you talk about it, the feeling is different. See, I have more light now. The feeling is different. The person listening to you will know that you're talking on a first person experience. So week before I talked about, before that, you see, this is my weekly. I replay it again because if you're watching me for the first time, you can easily know what I had talked about past. So you can go back to it and see what nugget you can grab from it. I talked about online shopping. As we know today, online shopping is all that. That's what everybody's doing. Even grocery stores now, you can call them and book what to do. They package it, then you pick it up. You can pick it up, curbside pickup. Restaurants the same, curbside pickup. They order it, you go there, you grab, you pick it up. Or shopping on, Amazon and all these online stores. That is, I think this year's Christmas, that's how it's all going to happen. So when you do, what are the things you can look out for? You can look out for the security of the site. Is it secured? And you know that before you put your card information, you look at certain things in there. That's what that article covers. So take a look at it. If you plan to shop online, it will help you to stay ahead of time. Make sure, that you're okay shopping there. Okay. Then on here, I talked about personal development, another topic that is huge. Personal development in terms of what you're doing online, how you manage your situation, who you talk to. It covers a lot of that. So it has quite a lot for you to grab it and take a look. Then here I talked about 5 steps to successful blog. What makes a successful blog? I know you hear about blog, it's like, okay, blog, what is that? Some people say, what is that? Some people that know exactly. And there are key points and key notes that you need to do. Like, embedding your social sites, share. And I do audit a lot of websites, a lot. I just see a few things, how to embed your social media feed so that anytime you post something on social media, which you do regularly, it will show up on your blog platform, and how to make it shareable. So when people visit, they can share. Then we talked about reputation management, talked about behavior, how to keep your profile, how to manage yourself, what you should post and how you should post when all those little things. Sometimes there are some of the things you don't even think about. Okay, you don't think about it, but really it makes a big difference. Okay, and then I talked about social media for business. Now we have social media for your personal use and for business. 2 different behaviors. Then video marketing, again, more on blogging. We can talk about blogging so many times. There's so many things into it, including the platform to use. Having a group where you share your blog platforms, support each other on content and ideas and tools, things that you can share on your blog. You can write about anything. You can write about trips that you've went to. You can write about things that are happening around your anniversary, your wedding, your engagement, all those, your birthdays that you've got. Okay, blogging helps you to connect and engage with more people. It drives traffic to your site. It drives traffic to, from social media. It drives traffic to your affiliate marketing links, whichever one that you use. And there are so many places you can blog, including Facebook notes. And if you have a business page, you have a note attached to it. And if you don't have a business on your own personal Facebook, there is a note. If you click on the button more, you see notes. That note can give you full content. You can embed videos, you can embed images, whatever you want. Embed your links as well, so people can click and go to your affiliate and buy something based on how you connect with them. Not always, but most of the time, if you build the audience and they trust you, they will do that. Then we talked about how Google loves content. Like today, you can Google practically anything you want. You can Google it. Even the simplest and the smallest thing, you can Google it and find details of what it is that you need to do, or whether you're trying to work on something. The other day I was trying to open something. I couldn't figure it out how to open. I had to, Google it, and believe me, I found solution. So on your personal profile, note this is what it looks like with the content. This is about the article. Some of these I did years back. That's on your personal. On your business page, there is also notes, and this is what it looks like, and it is there for you to use. You optimize it, put your links in it, And on a view, this is how it looks like. See, you can, see more of the content. The personal one is just the thumbnail portion of it. But here, it opens almost up to that paragraph. Somebody can read on it without even. You see, you can embed covers to it, covers, and, optimize it, the H1s and H2s. All those helps you for search engine optimization, for content. If people are searching, when you use some of those optimization, it will help you in terms of getting found. It's about content. It's about content. People don't search your name. They search for what they need. They can't come, search your name. They will search, oh, how do I do this? Okay, I'm looking for this, whatever the topic is. They will search those things. Write with people in mind. It's not about you. It's about giving value to other people. Don't focus on selling. Focus on giving value. All right? Tell your story. It's a storytelling process. I've been watching a few videos on storytelling. It's powerful. It's powerful. I remember back home we say, we got it info. It's storytelling. And you can see children gather around their elderly grandma or grandpa and they're telling them story. Everybody's like, wow, so engaging into this story. And it's so powerful, to hear that is so awesome to use in your marketing plan. I'm thinking back, if those people then knew that how powerful a story is, it's amazing. And kids will gather around and listen to the story about, usually it's a story about animals, how this happened and that, it's very powerful. Today, we use it in your marketing, your techniques, talk about things, share your story. People really want to know, people really want to know. All right. So content is how you can get that done. Share your story, share your content, or what you're doing, and how to get those done. I talked about optimizing and getting your share buttons. These are the platforms. Sometimes I get asked, how many platforms should I be in? Some people say maybe one or two. I say, get your profile set up on all, then focus on one or two that you want to focus on. Okay, you don't have to be active every day. And they make it so easy for you. Use the feeds. The feeds are so powerful. So when you post in one platform, it goes into all the other platforms. It goes there. That way you don't need to run around flipping from one platform to another, flipping back and forth to get updates. And a lot of times you have the same audience, but however, most of the time you have people there that are not connected with you on other platforms. So it makes a lot of sense to put the contents there, feed the contents there so that people can read about it. Okay, using all those buttons is create all the profile and let it sit. Put your link to where you're most popular at so people can reach out to you. I had a lady, let me tell you a story. Listen to this. I had a lady I met years ago. I think it was last year or so, beginning of last year. I met her, a very nice lady. I met her at a church and we interacted. One day she came to church and she had a lot of stuff, that's clothing, shoes, jewelry, and brought it into the church. So everybody can have. It says, okay, what you do, take what you need and put a donation to the church. And you won't believe people packed. Some people didn't even do anything, So, and, very giving, She said, I'm not selling these things. I wanted to sell them, but it's not moving as I saw. I'd rather give them away. And those stuff with people grab jewelries and little things that they want, and which is awesome. Awesome. It's a community. People donated to offerings, to support the church. She brought it to support. I thought that is very nice of you to do that. Then after a while, I didn't see her, I didn't see her for a while. So I've moved on and everybody moved. Then one time I called her to say hello. I think I left a message or she called me, I left her. It's been almost like 8 months since then, with the COVID and everything. So, so yesterday, she told me in the last month, she's been trying to find me. I said, okay. She's been trying, she go into all the platforms, she went to Alignable, She saw me, but I didn't have a phone number there. I'm going to go back now and update our alignable and put my phone number. She went to all the other places. She couldn't find me. She went to LinkedIn. I think my number was there. She got my number from there. She went to Facebook. She went everywhere to find me. So she got my number on LinkedIn and called me. I'm like, yesterday. I said, wow, what's going on? First I didn't remember the name. Then as soon as she said something, I remembered it. I said, wow. She said, I've been looking for you all over. I've gone to all the platforms. Some didn't have your number. Some had your number. This is just an example why, if you as a marketer put your contact information on all these platforms, because you don't know when somebody's going to look for you, and if they, if she had found me on Alignable, she would have gotten my number. You see, I make the same mistake too, just like everyone else, and she would have gotten, but she wasn't there. So she looked on other platform until she found one that had my number. She was going to ask another member about my number, but the person didn't have my number either. That's how she found me. She said, I've been looking for you for about a month. I'm like, wow, this is amazing. Then we started chatting. This is just example. So at the end of this, now we reconnected, and I told her about my project, and she talked about her own project, what she's trying to do with school development for children. I think that was powerful. See, we're interacting right now. Who knows where this is going to go? That is just part of it. When I say people, put your platform, set up your profile in all the platforms, then focus on the one, but put a link to all the other platforms that you're in, where you're active on. So somebody will find you there. They will see you on the other one, but they linked back to where they can find you. This is just one of the reasons. You don't know where they're coming from. You don't know where the person is. You don't know what the need is, but they've seen you before a long time ago, and they're trying to reach you. And of course, everybody have their own specific platform where they are in. If you're not there, at least they see your name. They connect to all the other platforms. It's just because the link I had in other ones linked her to LinkedIn. And then on LinkedIn, all my details were there, including my phone number. And the way I do it, and this is another, I'm going to talk about LinkedIn one day with everybody. I am, so many people are there. If somebody wants to reach you, there's a place where if they're not connected with you on LinkedIn, they can't reach you. They have to be connected before they can find your details. I will show you how to get that done. Put your information where you need to be so they can reach out and call you. So this is one example why I preach on this. Well, yeah, I call it preaching. I talk about this a lot because this is part and parcel of what I do every day. Even, in my coaching, I have social media coaching and business coaching, all of them related somehow. This is just part of it. I get a lot of questions. People say, oh, which platform is better than yours? You can't compare the platforms, this or this and that. It's like comparing an apple with an orange. Yes, both of them are fruits. They all have different things that they do, so you really can't. So depending on what it is you're trying, where your audience are, still keep active, put your profile on the rest of them so that you don't know. Maybe your audience might not be there, but who they know might be there. You see? Big difference. This is why I preach what I say the way I put it. It could get really overwhelmed, but the truth is, once you have it all set up or connected with people who can guide you through, and you focus on one, it won't be as tedious as it's made out to be. Yes, it can get overwhelming for a lot of people. Yes, understandable, because there's so much to do, each one. And with the recent changes, if you notice Facebook recently, so much have changed. The buttons have moved from one place to another. What do? Don't get frustrated. Just find out, Google it. If you'll be amazed if you Google it, there is help there for you. All right. Okay. So next week I'll be coming up again. I'm going to touch on time management. That will be the topic next week. And if you're not following, please do follow on the social media at AA Consulting Services or Coach Amaka Adindu, which the page is Fabulous Christine, I'm trying to change that name, you know. I had that for a long time, you know, but I have to try to change it. But that's Coach Amaka Adindu, C Adindu, Amaka C Adindu. You connect, and if you're on Facebook, go on the page, click on more. You see live. When you click that button live, it shows you all the live videos that was done on that platform. I covered quite a few. I covered, you know, how to use the feed to link all your platforms, and then focus on one that you think you know you want to be there. But however, with this story I just showed you, I shared with you right now, that tells you the importance of having all the platforms set up or linked. You know, you set it up and you add your links to all the other platforms there, so somebody can click those, go there, and update them as you make changes. Go there and find you. All right. With that said, and we'll be back again next Monday. Usually I do this at 2 o'clock. I came on to do at 2 o'clock. I had a schedule with the, you know, somebody in UK that was streaming live on a group event conference they're doing. They came up there 2 o'clock. Their time was 9 o'clock, because he told me 9 or 10. I'm thinking 9 or 10. You know, even, you know, this time difference has a thing. But yes, it is 9 or 10 for him, which is 2 o'clock for me. Usually Mondays I do my thing. I don't have a, so I had to cut it short, but I'm glad I came back to get it done. So I'm looking forward to reaching out to you next time. And please share the video. If you find content, leave a comment. I would, you know, it's appreciated. All the best to you. I will be back again next week, Monday, with a new topic. I think time management is ringing a bell since I talked about making your list to save a lot of time. So we'll be discussing time management on the next stream. So I have to find the article where I had it already done. I did it. I think I did it somewhere, you know, on one of my blog platforms. I'll pull it out in Medium, and then, you know, I will share next week. Next week. And here's where to, yeah. Okay, let me share my screen again. Thank you. I will share my Medium platform so you can. Okay, this is the full article of today. So Medium, greatest self-help advice. So this is it. That's the full content. Okay. Full content. You see, it pulled all the old images. These images are okay, so I left it. You know, how to handle stress, hanging out with the right people. And if you see here in the bottom, it says originally published at Marketers Now WordPress in January 27, 2020. So it was actually published this year, beginning of the year, 2020. So it gives credit back to when it was published. And this is what I encourage people. If you sharing content from another platform, okay, this is quite something. Instead of just writing the first paragraph and say read more over there, pull the full content, okay, and at the end you put a credit where it came from, so the person will stay on your platform and read the whole content, instead of taking them out of your platform. When they get there, they never have a way to coming back to you again. They may not even remember how they got there. So this is just how to do it. I see a lot of people do it the other way, and they end up losing the reader, the visitor to their site, never getting them back in. And whatever, you don't know what happens to them when they're over there on another site. So bring the full content into your platform and put a link to where it was originally published. That way you give credit to who credit is due to, and still keep your readers on your platform, on your website, whatever one that one is, whether, you know, do it the same way. So if you're locking out of content as well, you can certainly do the same. If it's content related to what you do, especially if you're promoting affiliate marketing, go to their website of the product that you're promoting. I'm sure they have, most of them have already written articles about what their products are and the benefit of their product, repurpose those articles, but link back credit to where it was originally done. That way you will never run out of what to write, you know. There's always a content. Even if you're reading something that resonates with you, republish it, but give them credit to where it was originally published. Most people don't, you know, if you're doing guest blogging and all that, people don't mind as long as you tell them where it was done, who did it, you know, you know, give them their credit, because if to do or write all these things, it's not that easy. It takes time, you know, so you give them the credit. With that said, guys, thank you all for watching. Looking forward to seeing you again next week with a new topic. This time it's going to be on time management. That's what we'll be. Take care. God bless. Amaka here, and see you again soon.